AkronHipHop.com, the reporternewspaperonline.com. As you can see, this is the show where we make things happen in Akron. If you're trying to promote you and your style, give me a call, 330-937-2632. That number again is 330-937-2632. And as you know, we try to bring Blackron to the forefront. That's right, Black Akron, we try to bring that thing right to your face so you won't have to misguide it, misunderstand it, mistreat it, or miss it, okay? Before me right now, I have some intellectuals, some of the deep thinkers in Akron, Ohio, and we're going to talk about quite a few things that's happening in Akron, Ohio. Brother Reese, as you know, I like conscious brothers, man. And speaking about consciousness, it gets no deeper than this brother here. Mr. 2,000 hits a week is in the building. Tell everybody your name, what you do, bro.
Well, you know, my government is Prophecy Dorsey. My AKA is Mr. Prophecy MLX, and my BKA is Martin Luther X. And I'm a Renaissance man. I do just about anything I can get my hands on to do that'll put me in a positive light, you know, culturally trying to grow and trying to grow my culture.
That's what's good right there. Grow the culture, okay? Because I know you know the culture, all right? Sure. And right here, I got my man, the Renegade King. Tell everybody your name and what you do, baby.
Well, I'm Animal Lord Discipline, bodybuilding icon. I'm starting to become a black activist, but that's for the future.
Hey, from the future, man. Listen, speaking about the future, we got some brothers in here that's making some things happen, not just here on this continent. I'm talking about all over the universe, the stratosphere, particularly where I'm from, Kenya. But we're going to Ghana. Tell somebody what your name and what you do, baby.
I'm Rick Lee. I'm the CEO of Morgan Le Fay. Also CEO of Stepping Stone Counseling. Thinker, free thinker, open-minded, and just creationist.
Entrepreneurs is in the building, man. And yo, last but not least, definitely last but not least, I got the superstar in the house. A true MC, B-boy in the building, got some consciousness on his chest, and he definitely got it in his heart. Tell everybody your name and what you do, baby.
I'm Wolfgang Train, Major Train, MC, activist, hustler, street nigga. I'm all about global consciousness, man, coming from one, you know, and elevating our people, man, elevating our mind, man, because once we let that go, man, let go of all the restraints, man, I mean, the sky's endless.
Well, that's dope right there, man. Everything is cool. And this is my brother who ain't hearing me tap on the chair. Maybe I need to tap a little harder. You better feel me before they kill me, man. Listen, man, when we come black, we're going to be talking about some dynamic concepts. A little news and views, some nouns, some sounds, a little verbs, some words, a little insight for your invite, but more importantly, we got some knowledge you can't get in college. Y'all better feel me before they kill me, y'all. Hey man, and we black, man. Look, tell somebody, man, if you're trying to promote you and your style, please give us a call. Area code 330-937-2632. Animal, that number is 330-926. No, 330.
That's your own number?
Yeah, man, I've been messing all up. 937-2632. That's Rod Woodson, Franco Harris.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I know them guys.
Okay, y'all better feel me, man. Listen, right now, I'm going to ask a question for everybody. Look, he don't like the Steelers either. He just put his Steelers down.
That's all right.
All right, he's on my team, feel me. I mean, look, I got a question. Rick Lee, I'm going to start with you first, okay? When it comes to our young men that's right now on this continent, the young guys that's doing something, and one of the young men is blowing us up right now. Can you hit that for me, brother, please? Why do you think they have to carry a gun? In their mindset, why do you think they're carrying guns?
Guns represent power, right? So having a gun represents power, it represents respect, authority. I mean, you got to go back. Like our country, from the founding, when they brought guns in, I mean, it laid the law. I mean, everybody else had arrows, you know, they was using rocks. When you had a gun, it sent a strong message, changed everything.
Well, listen, man, is that it? You was deeper in practice, you was kind of deeper in rehearsal. He like, oh, there you put me on Front Street. Listen, the Renegade, why do you think these young cats these days feel like they have to carry a gun?
Well, you know, nowadays I feel that most of them are cowards. And back in the day, we used to go from the shoulder. We wasn't concerned about weaponry of any nature. You know, these guys nowadays is cowards. Most of them don't know how to fight because they don't have men in the house from the back in the day to teach them. So they figure they just take the easy way out, use a gun, a knife, a weapon, or whatever the case may be. That's my take on it.
Okay, I see it's getting deeper as we go around. I know it's gonna be real deep by the time we get over there to Mr. 2000. Tell everybody, man, why do you think our young brothers feel like they come from the street perspective?
I'll tell you why I carry a gun, period, because I have to. Now, and at the end of the day, I wasn't raised like that. I'll fight a nigga in a heartbeat, man. But see, here's what I won't do. See, what I won't do is walk around looking behind my back, worried about where I'm at. Because see, you whip a nigga now, yeah, I mean, excuse my language, man. But you get into it, all right, well, there we go. So you get into it with somebody now, man, you know what I mean? First of all, he too scared to get his ass kicked, you know what I mean, to even get into the fight. You know what I mean? I done seen that happen too many times where there was an argument, they ain't even tussle, he run outside. Shoot, and, you know what I mean? He shoot innocent people. But, you know, so of course, man, they ain't got no heart, man. It's all about heart, man, for real. You know, and there's some who carry guns because it's cool. You know what I mean? And there's others who carry guns because the niggas who think it's cool carry guns. And them the ones you gotta worry about. You understand? I got a son to raise. I got 3 other kids that ain't mine that are mine. You know what I mean? And I gotta show them something. I gotta be here for that. You know what I mean? And I play it cool as I can, long as I can. You know what I mean? But there's only so much that I'm gonna take. You know what I mean? I'm a man too. You understand?
I like that, man. I feel that. I do. I mean, because at the end of the day, I was talking to a young cat at the gas station, and he just kept it real with me. He said, son, I'm not trying to take no ass whooping, especially on social media. See, that's a whole other thing.
Oh, yeah.
People, you just said he was afraid to take an ass whooping. Yeah. It ain't just I'm afraid of the pounding I'm getting. Yeah. It's I'm afraid people are going to witness, see, and like. Yeah. And like that.
And 20 years from now, it's still on film.
Yeah. My daddy is a notorious ass whooper. He got an ass whooping. And on this day, he got 20,000 likes. Speaking of 20,000 likes, Mr. 2000 every week. Tell somebody, brother, man, why do you think that brothers have to carry guns, man? Young cats.
I heard every one of my constituents, and I understand. I feel it. But I'm going to give them that and raise them this. Cowards is the wrong perception. Because bravery is taught. No one starts off brave. Bravery is taught. They're learning their bravery, but they're learning their bravery behind video games like Grand Theft Auto. They're learning how easy it is to jump out of a car. Wow. But it's not the coward syndrome that so much got them out here running around killing each other. It definitely is fear. But fear in more in a perspective of what they have to experience, like you said. Mm-hmm. I agree with what you said. What you have to experience behind a fight.
Right.
Now, the other thing is
you talking about the video
having to be all, marginalized on social media and made disrespected, like, just, and everybody liking and commenting and, so now you made a mockery of. So now you got a generation raised on extreme pride and fear at the same time. So they're very, very proud, but they're also very fearful. And what's the saying? It's better to be respected than feared, because a scared man will do what?
You already know.
So if a scared man will kill you, you got a generation raised off of extreme pride and fear, all in the same household. What you think gonna happen when they get out here and they're already knowing that it's a war zone? Because that's the thing that has to be acknowledged too. They don't live in the times that we lived in. They live in a worse time. And no matter who turned it up, it's turned up. So because of that, coming out their house is a risk without a weapon. And no, I don't agree with carrying weapons. Like everyone else, we all are acquainted with them, but I believe in being a man and standing up and doing what you gotta do to take care of yourself. But I also believe, like my man Train said, at the end of the day, I still need to be able to come home, because I got a family to take care of. But at the same time, if we increase the love that we display amongst our generation, the generation before them, the ones that got all this craziness started in the first place. If we demonstrate our bravery to grow up, and we demonstrate our unity and love toward one another and working out our issues like men amongst each other, then we'll give them permission, you know, inevitably give them permission to go ahead and shine their own light. And it won't be about fear.
Well, check this out, man. That's why I call that brother the prophecy, right? What I want to tell you guys, man, is the reason why I think brothers carry guns, young cats carry guns. Everything he said, everything Rick Lee said, and of course, everything the prophecy said. Listen, when we come black, we're going to talk about something else. Y'all better film me before they kill me, y'all, please.
AkronHipHop.com, brought to you by the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. I'm Rick Lee, and we have Hiram, the man, the myth, the legend,
We in this thing, man.
representing here in Akron.
We in this thing.
Akron.
That's my man Rick Lee. Listen, and when you see this guy's face here, when you see Rick Lee, you seeing what I like to call the positive elements of what Black Akron has to offer. Okay? Now this is professionalism at its best, right? This dude is literally talking to me about doing business in Africa, on the continent, okay? He have businesses here. But he says, I get a message, right, in my messenger, right? And it says, do you have a passport? I'm thinking, dang, Rick Lee, I know he be flying everywhere. He just got back from, I don't know what the hell that was there, but donkeys was riding around free. Okay? Donkeys free, running around like we see squirrels. They seeing donkeys running around like right here. But look, and then after I saw that, hey, do you have a passport? Like most brothers, I don't. Then he said something about, well, I was thinking about going to Africa. I was acting just like a chick. Oh yes, I do have a passport. Yes, I do. I have one. But listen, in all seriousness, man, what we need to do, we need to think global, okay? And we need to think of not just us. We are in what they call the diaspora, okay? That's Africans outside of the continent. Now, we know what the society says, or the general concept or thought and theory of how they see us. Make no mistake, I don't give a damn what your belief is. You're originally from that continent. I don't give a damn if you're an Aboriginal and you think you're from here. You're not from here. You can be from here, but you're not of here. You better show me. You're transplanted and imported over here, right? So we're going to talk about that right now and say why it's important to identify yourself as an African, even though you're in the diaspora. And you know how I got Indian in my family and stuff like that. Now this brother really has some Samoan in his family. So we're going to talk about just represent
Their
that.
origin is Africa too.
I know. But they don't say Africa though. They don't.
No, they don't.
Right. But coincidentally, everybody's origin is there. You believe in the one of
Absolutely.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this, and we definitely got to keep it black on this right here. Tell everybody why you gave me the text message and why you're interested in doing business over there with our people.
So I've been working with a friend of mine in Cape Town for about 3 years, just working on a couple different projects. We've been talking about doing business, but the opportunity never really lined up. I was just reading a couple articles, listening to like some blogs and some talking heads about the development of, in Africa, specifically Ghana. It's wide open for business and development. They want to bring, development to the country and have relationships with United States, with, creating jobs, markets, produce, farming, film, just all these different opportunities. And I've done business here in the U.S., but never really thought about doing it internationally. Just from my own personal experience, when I export or bring products from every other country, the shipping is fairly reasonable. When I go to bring products from Africa, it's 10, 20, and 30 times the average cost. So I really never done any business with Africa. In March, I'm going to be making a trip to Cape Town, also visiting Ghana. I'm going to link up with my partner. I'm going to do a scope, just a study, feasibility study to see what I'll need to do to create business opportunities in Africa.
I think that's dope too, man. I'm gonna give you this and check this out. Hopefully you can make that out. Listen, man, when we talk about identifying ourselves as Africans outside of the continent, I think that's very important. And I'm sure these brothers do too. We want to show affiliation and everything. At this point, I'm gonna let him take over. I'm not gonna be in the section. He's gonna cipher around. Check it out. Take it away, Rick.
I'm sorry, Animal. Animal, why do you think it's important to identify yourself as an African American?
That's me right there. That's me on that's my phone going off. My bad. Okay, my bad. But just keep it going. I'm a busy man. Or even specifically as an African in America. Why is it important to identify yourself to let people know you're African first?
Well, you know, you always have to pay homage to where you come from, or what, you know, your origin. You know, regardless of what land you just happen to be in at this point in time, you never forget that. And so when I bring myself about to everybody I come in contact with, always let them know that's who I am first, and everything else is secondary. That's how I roll.
Brother Prophecy, tell us why you identify yourself as an African American.
African in America.
Sorry.
That's the difference. That's a big difference.
Sorry. Let me cut. Sorry. All right.
You can't say cut. Now he got to cut it.
Oh, this is all live. We
You
still
better say it,
rolling.
baby. I love it.
Right, so we still rolling.
Gives us some ingenuity, right?
I love it, baby. I love it. Go ahead.
So why do you think it's important to identify yourself as an African in America?
Well, origin and legacy are tied together. You know, if you don't know where you originated, you don't really tap into your true potential. You know, and most of us, if we don't acknowledge that we are African first, we don't acknowledge that we are kings or queens. You know, because that's our origin, and that origin alone is empowering. You know, us knowing that, it empowers us to be that, even in a foreign land. You know, we're just kings and queens in foreign lands. That's all. So if we don't acknowledge our African heritage, then we don't acknowledge our bloodline, and we don't acknowledge the royalty we come from. So it's important. Origin and legacy are tied together.
Yeah.
Well, brother, why do you think it's important to identify yourself as an African in America?
Well, prophecy been all in my head, man. Can't go behind that. But no, on some realness though, man, that's the thing, man. Part of the reason, part of what slavery, part of the objective in making a slave was destroying their history, right? And destroying their language so they couldn't communicate, so they know where they came from. Because you think about it, right? Every other culture, right? They go back to their ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? And my ancestors were this, and my ancestors, and that's what gives them that I'm this and I'm that. And see us, where they keep us at is we was hunched over.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? So that don't give us nothing to aspire to, because who want to be that? You understand what I'm saying? So if you recognize that we are kings and queens, that's why we are the way we are. That's why the white man is afraid of us. And I don't care what anybody says, you know what I mean? He's absolutely petrified of us, and that's why he keeps us the way he does. That's why they allow the killing of black men without no justice, if you will. There is no consequence for the killing of a black man in America.
Right.
Period, point blank.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and the reason that they do that is to keep us, you know what I mean? So that we know subconsciously that they can get away with it and we can't do anything about it. Black Wall Street and everything else, they burnt it down so we don't go further, so we don't propel further.
That's true. So, and that's a good point, because in our classifications, we weren't classified as humans. Right, you was classified with like the dogs and the pigs, right? The animals. So you didn't have a life. You weren't recognized as a man. That's important to know. And the second part of it is just like you hit on, all these other cultures, right? They can go back and say, you know what, Italy. They can go back and say, you know, Europe. You know, they can go back and say the Great. You know, it's very hard, right? Because for us, you know, in this state, because our thing is, well, we were slaves, and we not, slaves right now, so we doing much better, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? But the truth of it is that
Not-
even though,
we're not.
you know what I mean, the chains aren't there, they're still there. It's a
Yeah.
different style of change,
Different
right?
style of change is mental change.
It's a mental
Willie
change.
Lynch said 300 to 400 years, man. Slaves
And it's
will be
really been a damn near
self-generated.
1,000 years.
I like that, man. Listen, man, when we come black, man, I want you guys, and first off, I want y'all to stay with us and also share this, right? This is on YouTube. Like the damn thing. If it's on Facebook, share the damn thing. Feel me for
Like
you
it and
kill me,
comment
check it,
on
man.
Facebook.
Hey man, we black, man. Don't forget, if you're trying to promote you and your style, give us a call, area code 330-937-2632. This is Akron's premier authentic voice for the urban and hip hop culture. When I say that, I'm saying that for real. I ain't got nothing to play about. Listen, look on the left-hand side of the website. You will be able to see almost every black business that's rocking with us and rolling with us. We put your face into place. If you're trying to market your business, your idea, your concept, your brand in the marketplace, come to AkronHipHop.com, the reporter newspaper online.com. I'm here with my brothers. I feel good right now. I feel good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the only place I feel like my testosterone level is surpassed. I'm about to say, man. But I have to look around and see all these.
Increase.
Right, I look around and see all this stuff, man. And these brothers are beautiful in their own special way, and it ain't just cliche. I'm sure collectively, there's about 90 chicks running after these brothers, man. However, if you want to get with one of those brothers, my phone number is. Listen, back to the business.
Did he put his pimp hand down?
Yeah,
Feel that?
Plug it in.
You better feel it before they kill it.
That's right, man. So look, Train, I got a question.
What up, though?
How old are you, brother?
32.
Okay, so you a lot closer. Wait a minute, Rick Lee. I know you were way. I know.
I got him by 10.
Okay, I know he just looked young.
Right.
But check this out, Trey. You more connected to this social media thing. I mean, I know he know how to work this thing. But you of that thing. That's your.
Yeah.
That's your, I don't know if it just came with your generation. Yeah, that's your generation.
pretty much.
So I got a question, man. You're an activist, right?
Yeah.
I'm a revolutionist, right? I'm trying to invoke change, right? Revolution means change. And a wise man once told me you can't get revolution without bloodshed. Now, we're not necessarily talking about going out, you know what I'm saying, bucking everybody down. We're talking about understanding the change. The bloodshed may be mental. Because it's hard to get your girl to understand what she's doing the wrong way. It's like trying to pull a tooth, right? You know what I'm saying? That's bloodshed. You argued that before. It's friction is what I'm saying. So when the great brother Malcolm X said, revolution is just a simple change. And you can't get change or you can't get revolution without bloodshed. Okay? Activist is one who act. Revolution is one who bring forth the change. Okay? Now listen. I look at Facebook in particular. Okay? I need you to speak for this real. Just be 100% raw. And I'm giving it to everybody else. This hurt me, brother. I'm hurt when I see this. I'm gonna put your own and I'm taking it personal. Okay? I'm looking at Facebook, right? There's a dude getting his ass whooped. The cops. And you're there. Okay? And you're the one got the damn phone.
No.
Okay? Y'all watching this dude getting his ass whooped. I'm actually posing this to you. And getting his book, whoop ass. And the animal says, don't worry about it, we got it on tape, go ahead. And Rick Lee said, don't worry about it, he ain't gonna kill you because we here. And then you say, please don't take him to the thing because he might not make it. And all of you guys here, there's only one cop whooping on this man's ass.
Ooh, I'm
Okay.
glad you said
That's not
this.
gonna happen.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, but I'm saying, y'all see the scene. I'm gonna say it again. You see the scene. You all these cops, these men in here, these
man, I'm ready.
activists and
I've
revolutionists
been
and
on this.
everything. So when you see that, now have you seen something like that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of that.
Yeah, I see it on
Plenty of that.
Okay, so let me ask you a
But I've
question.
also seen the counter too.
Okay, well, I've never seen that. I'm asking, I did. I just see somebody
Yeah.
saying on back in the day. I did see that.
Yes, you did.
But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Got on my
If
wrestling
you
moment.
see that, a young girl getting dealt with like that, a 16-year-old woman, girl, getting dealt with like that, and you with these brothers, do you react knowing they got your back? I mean, just tell me what you think about that.
So listen, here's the thing. I got two things to say about that, man, because first off, man, as a black man, I also own and raise pit bulls, right? And as a pit bull owner, I only say this because pit bulls are niggas of the dog world. We were created, you know what I mean, and then we were hated because we did what we were created to do. You understand what I'm saying? That we were too powerful for them, like Frankenstein monster.
Good metaphor, metaphor, man.
Anyway, what I say to that is this, is that as a pit bull owner, I'm always responsible. If your dog comes into my house and gets his ass ate up, it's my fault. It's my dog's fault. My dog goes down. Okay, my fault. So, as a black man, that's how it is. No matter, even if you're in the right, you're always in the wrong if they give the chance to do it, okay? So I say to that this, man, when you see that going on, what do, man? It's if this were to happen, I can guarantee you, man, black men would stop getting shot, man. If every time a black man got shot by a white cop, one of his kids got shot, or he got shot, if black people were being harassed by the police and we actually did show up, pull up, and kick their motherfucking ass, it would stop happening. It definitely would. Now, who's gonna start it, man? Who don't got enough to lose, or who's ready to lose everything to start it off? Now, that's a big order, man. That's a tall order, for real, man. Because if you have a family and if you have kids, you know what I mean. And hell, if you value your own life, period, point blank, who the first one to bomb on the police? You know what I'm saying?
I like what you're saying about that. I like so. So let me go ahead. So let me ask you a question real quick before we go. You can answer this real quick.
All right.
You see the little girl directly getting dealt with. I mean, ass whooped. And you hear Rick Lee say, "Don't worry about it."
Why gotta be me? You said don't worry about it. Why you know me after that?
Right. I'm just saying, man. I mean, the smooth as one. I'm just saying, it's got to be the smooth, clean one that don't want to get dirty. Okay, but I know he's a revolutionary. I know that for a fact. He don't want to talk about one right now. Okay, but, okay. It wouldn't be right. You know, if I say he was saying that. Okay, so Rick Lee is saying, Brother George. Can we all agree Brother George is saying this?
Yeah.
Brother George is saying, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. But you watching it, and he's filming it. Do you think they're going to have your back? Or are you going to react knowing they got your back? Or are you going to react knowing that...
They're going to record it.
Is that what you're going to believe? You don't believe he's going to help you jump this cop? Is one cop beating on this girl?
If it was, if I'm going off of just how I feel in this room with these guys, I know this, man. You know, but as the feeling in the room, if I were to judge that, I mean, I feel like the end of my back.
Me too. I would say that too.
But here's the thing, man. You gotta understand, everybody don't feel like that, and everybody don't. And I don't care how gangster you are, because if you really that guy, how many police been shot here? Not very many. They shoot us all day. Nobody's shooting the police.
Listen, for the record, real revolutionary in the building. I ain't even talking about shooting him. I'm talking about getting him up off our system. So that means you have to disarm this dude.
Absolutely.
You have to disarm this dude.
And here's the thing, you gotta understand something, man. And because I was in the military, all right, and I was an infantryman, you know what I mean? See, I understand these tactics, right? And if I am detaining somebody, and there is somebody coming this way, and I know, because when you mean to do harm to somebody, man, it's there, you feel it, and you know it. Man, they foot on them,
Right.
and I'm drawn.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now you want to put yourself in a situation. You know what I mean?
So you thinking, but you was trained. That's why. Listen, when he tested all that stuff he was saying, he thinks like that. He's trained like that. So why not do it for our people, man? Hold that thought, man. That was the first off. That's man. You came with skill. He showed me the renegade move and everything, but he stumped something.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna say this guy for last though.
Right.
We're gonna say Mr. 2000 hits for last. Renegade, tell me, man. You know the scenario, brother. You watching this thing? I gotta pass it around, brother. Train is saying that's all right. You see how I'm making my voice? A less tough voice. That's all right. Hold on. Don't pass out, okay? Help is coming in the form of a video.
Right.
They gonna see this, and then Rick Lee says, "What's your badge name? What's your badge name?"
Right.
I get to go on with our people, man. You see this happening, you there, professional wrestler, ex-professional wrestler. I done seen you break backs on tour. I done seen this. Are you sitting there saying I'm retired now? What are you saying?
The blackness in me could not just stand idly by and let another one of our kind get done like that, even if it puts me at risk. You know, there has to be a time where you're willing to go as far as you need to go, even if it's cost you, to prove a point, because all it takes is one person to make a stand, and eventually others will follow.
Come on now, do or die. Do or die. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do until everybody done. But however, I do have my track shoes on. I'm not gonna be in that, I'm just playing. Brother Rick Lee.
I think you got an obligation to do something. I mean, it's just, to me, it's kind of sickening when people stand by just idly, you know what I mean, and not do nothing, right? I mean,
If they're doing something, they filming it.
Yeah. And I think, here's the thing, I think that it's got a value itself to be recorded, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like, that's useful, right? But if you got 3 other people that's watching, right, you know what I'm saying, not doing nothing, then that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I think every person got a role to play, you know what I mean? And just to sit idly by, you know what I mean? That's just like, that's disgusting to me, you know what I mean? So
What would you do though?
for me, I mean, you got to confront the officer. You got to.
How? In Verb?
No.
You gonna do a debate? Are you
No,
going to
I mean,
game?
the reality is you don't got no debate. I mean, you go up to the officer, you know what I mean, directly, right? And I
Right.
mean, again, the truth of the matter is, you know, just like you said, it's a risk, right?
Right.
And that take a special type of person, because not everybody at the end of the day is willing to take that risk, right? Somebody, I got kids, I got 5, you know what I mean? But, you know,
If it was your child, would you go there and
if it's your child,
Yeah.
you got the responsibility to die.
Straight up.
You got the responsibility to die for it.
Ain't no
There's
negotiation. I'm not gonna say a good
there's no-
word.
but here's
to
the
get through it off my man.
That sounds true. You got the responsibility to lay down your life for your child.
What about
Right?
your wife?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about your cousin?
Absolutely.
What about your best friend?
Absolutely.
Y'all feel where I'm
This
going
is
with
this is
You
the
feel where
point
I'm
of it
going
is
with
that, you know what I'm saying? If this is your people, right? It's your people, right? You know what I mean? You ain't gonna try. Well, I'm gonna let him get his ass kicked because this, you know, third cousin or fourth.
I don't know him.
Right.
No, you know what I'm saying?
This
That's-
shit ain't me, right?
Right. And you hold, here's the other part of it. We got to get to the point of building that togetherness, you know what I'm saying, just intellectually, where we do it, not just talking about it, but togetherness in real life, right? Because the point of it is that it's this person today, somebody else tomorrow, it's somebody else after that, right? It's the point of getting
Don't
past
stop.
our industry, you know what I'm saying, past our issues, to working together, where we had that togetherness, right? Where we could just say, hey, it ain't happening, it ain't, you know, and that's where we got to get.
Rick Lee, that's my man. Okay. The prophecy. Mr. LX, MLX. Okay?
I'm glad you finally put the N on it.
I'm doing it in the writing though.
That's
On the
wonderful.
posters and stuff.
That's wonderful.
Okay. You haven't had to correct me on that.
Yeah, I
Right.
didn't know my name had become Lex.
Well, you Superman. You confuse me with the
Lex
Superman.
Luthor.
Okay. Okay, well look, as you can see, the real friendship is coming out in front of everybody and everything. Brother, I cannot even fathom Thanos himself saying, "That's all right, I want you giving milk."
I need some milk.
I cannot imagine you doing that, man. Like, damn, somebody should need to have a camera on this. Like, can you imagine you seeing the reality from that beating and somebody turn the camera around and see y'all standing there giving some, oh, Lord. I'm gonna be honest. If somebody put the camera, if I ain't got the guts and I'm standing here, we looking cock diesel like we looking, and somebody turn around and the camera's on train, my man Rick Lee, the Renegade King Animal, Thanos himself, Mr. 2000 Hits, and it's on me, the camera's on me, I'm running. I'm embarrassed. Because I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to make it even funnier. I'm going to be the one running and shit, okay? Tell somebody, bro. Hey, this is the Hiram Akeem, baby. We in the building. Tell somebody, son.
Well,
what
listen,
you do?
All jokes aside, for real. I agree with my brother right here. But I'm gonna give everybody at the table what they said. That's all of it was real. All of it was right. But I'm gonna raise y'all this. The awareness in ourselves has to get to the point where we don't just see our children as important.
Yeah.
We don't just see our cousins, our mothers, our wives, and all that as important. But we see our culture as just that important, that we'd be willing to make the sacrifice. Because when you say, will you lay your life down for that person? The answer should be yes. Because if it wasn't for people laying their life down, in our culture, we wouldn't even be where we at today. You know, so we piss on the graves of our ancestors, of our Martin Luther Kings, our Malcolm X, our Marcus Garveys, our Rosa Parks, our Nat Turners. We piss on their graves by not having the courage to step up and whoop that cop's ass if he's whooping one of ours. And listen, I'm saying it openly and not afraid of any type of repercussions, but let me tell you like this. I've been in a situation where an off-duty cop was at a bar that I was doing security at, and just decided because he was a police officer, he was going to take off on a black man and got to pummeling him with a stick. And I had to snatch him off of him, and he flashed his badge at me. I said, look here, man, you know you wasn't good and well, you wasn't supposed to come up in here out of uniform and decide to put your hands on nobody, man. So if you want to now turn around and arrest me because I pulled you off of this man and you was pummeling him with a stick,
and then not only that, but you was a security.
That's right. I'm
you
on,
work.
you but you gotta still.
Right.
But see, you still gotta have the bravery. Cause once I seen the badge, that could have stopped.
Right.
If I wasn't brave enough.
Bitch propeller.
But you know what? Hey, you gotta make up your mind that by any means necessary, you're gonna see the safety of your culture made forefront. Because if you don't, then it won't never happen, man. We gotta stop talking and start doing, because it's not gonna ever happen. You know, I had a situation before when I was in Spring Hill where two brothers was with guns pointed at each other, getting ready to kill each other right in front of the cops, and the cops sat there and watched. So instead of being like everybody else and recording, I said, hey man, I'm gonna go over here and say something to them. So I walked over and got in the middle of the guys, and everybody thought I was crazy to do it. But I put my arm around both of them, and they both pointed their gun at me and said, "What fools, what are you doing?" I said, "No, I'm not the fool." I said, "Y'all just about to take my life for being brave enough to come over here and say something to you, but I'm gonna do this. Before y'all take my life, hear what I gotta say." I said, "Y'all gonna go ahead and put on a monkey show for these people?"
You better say it, brother.
I said, "Y'all gonna go ahead and put on a monkey show for these people?" I said, 9 times out of 10, it's either about a female or some money. I said, and if it's about that, you can still get money and you can still get a female. So I don't even know why y'all out here entertaining this shit.
Good point, brother.
I said, y'all about to go to jail or go to hell or die. One or the other. I said, so why don't you just walk away and let them see y'all do something a little different than what you used to do. One of them went upstairs. One of them stood there arguing with me with the gun still pointed at me.
One of them went to the
and you know what? And I know, I told him, I said, I kept on speaking to him, and something that I was saying hit him from a dead friend of his, something the same thing that I was saying out my mouth, a dead friend of his was saying just a year earlier, and it struck him. And I was able to walk that man to that car and he get away. That being said, I'm saying all that to say this. At all times, everyone, at all times, everyone in your culture is your child. Everyone in your culture is your brother. Everyone in your culture is your mother. Everyone in your culture is your father.
That's the key.
Because if you don't realize that and believe that, then everyone in your culture is expendable.
MorganLeFayLLC.com offers some of the hottest clothing trends at wholesale price. There's just one place to shop. MorganLeFayLLC.com.
When it comes to refrigerators, stoves, and other appliances, make no mistakes. B's Quality Appliances is where you need to be. Located at 2537 16th Street Northwest in Canton, Ohio, B's Quality Appliances is the area's best and most consistent in the business. Come in and check out our ever-changing inventory and stock. Also, take advantage of our 90-day payment option. That's right, all you'll need is $50 down, an active checking account, and no NSF or bad check returns. So remember, call 330-450-2043 for any questions you have. Delivery is also available, along with warranty for any issues you might have with any of our products. B's Quality Appliances, making top-notch appliances affordable for everyone in the community.
Getting injured can mean shattered dreams, crushed hopes, ruined lives. Turn to the Galding Law Firm, your personal injury team. If you have suffered harm due to the acts of others, we can help put your life back together again. The Galding Law Firm. Call 844-944-HURT today.
Forever's Kids Daycare, located inside the Copley Road Community Center at 775 Copley Road. What makes our daycare services so unique is that our staff are mentally equipped and experienced as it relates to children from our communities. Having that secure feeling that someone can relate to your child's unique personality should be of the utmost importance. That's why we here at Forever's Kids Daycare are proud that we offer that comfort to our community. We work closely with the Ohio Department of Family Services, and Title 20 is accepted. If you are interested in our 24 hours a day daycare services, please call 330-258-9014 to set up a tour. Forever Kids, making you feel comfortable knowing that your child is with family.
Hi, I'm Bethany Latimer, Clinical Director at Stepping Stone Foundation. We are a nonprofit mental health counseling agency. We treat all ages, from kids, teens, and adults. We treat a variety of mental health disorders like grief, depression, anxiety, and other issues. We have in-office appointments and in-home appointments as well. We look forward to meeting your counseling needs, and we can be reached at 330-577-6656.
Rennie's Barbershop, located on Akron's west side at 677 West Exchange Street. Come in and check out one of Akron's best, JT the Barber, as he provides a clean, professional, community-based operation. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays are by appointments only. So remember, when you need your next haircut, walk-ins are Tuesday through Thursdays. Or call JT to make an appointment for Fridays and Saturdays. Rennie's Barbershop, we make you look your best so you won't have to mess with the rest.
Are you looking for today's hottest new fashion? Look no further than MorganLeFayLLC.com. They offer trendy and fashionable clothing, all at affordable prices. MorganLeFayLLC.com.
I want to thank everybody that showed up for our cipher today. My man Train hold it down. The Renegade King Animal always hold it down. And you know, Mr. 2000 Hits, Mr. LX, okay? He can't afford no more. Mr. Prophecy, Rick Lee, the business extraordinaire. Hiram, Akeem, we want to tell somebody, man, if you're trying to promote you and your style, most importantly, if you're trying to paint positive images of our community and people, roll with the rush. AkronHipHop.com. Y'all better film me before they kill me, y'all. Peace.